Here's some good advice for the winter storm ahead, or any storm at that matter. Take a listen to.
As an attorney who spent the 3 years following the 2021 storm working on the wrongful death cases here in Texas, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how not to die this weekend. First and foremost, let's just get this out of the way. Do not burn anything inside of your home unless you are putting firewood into a fireplace. Carbon monoxide poisoning was one of the leading causes of death in the 2021 storms because people were burning anything from actual charcoal grills to even like little handheld devices inside of their home. Even candles can give you carbon monoxide poisoning if you are in a small space that is not ventilated. Another leading cause of death in 2021 was people who are reliant on oxygen. If you are reliant on an electrically operated oxygen machine, you have to make sure today that you have spare oxygen tanks. Last time, a lot of people lost their lives because even though they were on the emergency list, their homes were still shut down during the outages. However, this time, a lot of those outages are going to be caused not by rolling blackouts, but by actual hardware failure from the power lines going down. And no emergency list is going to save you from that. Now, the good news about the storm this time around is that we're actually only going to be experiencing below freezing temperatures in most places for about 3 days. In 2021, most places were experiencing below freezing temperatures for 5 days. So the deaths that occurred strictly due to cold temperatures mostly started to occur on days 3, 4, and 5. Now, as another warning, another thing that I saw a lot of, if you live in a mobile home, if you live in a trailer, if you live in anything like that that is not well insulated, you may consider relocating, if that is possible, to a friend or family member's home that is an actual either house or apartment. As far as what you can do to prepare for the storm, I definitely suggest putting heavy blankets over all of the doors and windows, covering all of the drafts. You want to pick a centrally located room that has like the smallest window or no window at all if possible, and everyone needs to huddle in there. Don't forget to drip your pipes, okay? Because one of the biggest things from the 2021 storm, which will definitely happen again probably by the second day of everything freezing, was huge property damage cases because people didn't run their pipes and their pipes exploded. I would suggest filling up a couple of buckets of water so that you can flush the toilet on a regular basis. Other than that, you just want to make sure that if you are burning anything, please, for the love of all that is holy in the universe, if you are burning anything inside of your home, please be very, very careful. Keep it away from blankets. Do not burn a candle inside of a tent. I'm going to make that clear. Do not burn a candle inside of a tent. You will catch fire. Also, that hack that you see about putting tea light candles underneath a terracotta pot, while it might provide warmth, please only do that for short amounts of time when necessary. It is still going to release carbon monoxide and it will still be hot to the touch. You don't want to accidentally knock that over and light yourself on fire. Yes, these are all things that I did actually see from 2021. I am traumatized from all of the different ways that people managed to lose their life in this storm last time. So please pay attention to my warnings. I'm not just talking, I'm telling you about cases that I actually saw. I'm also not trying to cause a panic. Generally speaking, the message of this video is you're gonna be fine, okay? Just don't do anything dumb. If you have any specific questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. I don't do the power outage cases anymore. I switched firms like a little over a year ago. But again, I was like the power outage person at my firm for several years. So I know about as much as a person can know about these cases and about every single different way that you could possibly lose your life because of cold.
Take heed to that advice. Make sure you check on the elderly and bring in your pets. There should be no pets outside. And stay home. If possible, stay home. Be safe.